Today, I'm answering viewer questions on Instagram. I'm handling brand building during a pandemic. We're talking launching your first podcast, and we're talking recording gaming from your home. Let's get into it. If you'd like to have your questions answered on the show, go over to Instagram and shoot me a DM. All right, so the first question is about brand building during a pandemic. The question comes from Timothy Bryant. In building a brand, is it better for you to say, this is what my brand can do for you, or we're in this together? What is your messaging? To break this down, I think that you could do both, but you do kind of want to focus your messaging on one when it comes to building your brand. I think as a marketer, you always are looking to say, what can my product do for you? What is the problem that I'm solving for you? As a PR guy, you're probably looking at, hey, how can we build up the trustworthiness of our brand? So there's always a balance in those two things, but they can be synonymous at the same time. It's really important for you as a company, as in a personal brand, that you determine what are my core values, what are my core competencies, and all of your messaging should be aligned with that. Depending on the type of company you are and the type of product you offer, that can vary your messaging as well. So for example, a company like Zoom is going to say, okay, we have many people that have a problem. They can't go to work. They can't have conferences in person. How can we solve this problem? Well, we offer an in-home solution with a Zoom virtual meeting platform. If you're in the food and beverage industry, you have a substantially lowered, so depending on the line of business that you're in, and depending on the core values of your brand, you can adjust your messaging accordingly. If there's one thing I will say that's really important for everyone that's creating a brand during this time, is you want to be very consistently showing up. You need to show up consistently. So regardless of whether you're looking at saying this is the problem that we solve, or saying we're all in this together, you need to show up consistently. I've seen a lot of mega influencers and big business builders doing live streams every day, multiple times a day. I think that's a really, really smart strategy for building up your brand. So get clear on, are you solving a problem or are you in this together, and lean into that. You can do a little bit of both as well. There are insurance companies that are sending out that messaging of, we're in this together, we understand your problem, and here's how we're solving it by giving additional grace period on payments or deferred loan payments. So you can have we're in this together along with this is how we're solving the problem at the same time. But being clever, being smart, and being focused is really important. My next question comes from @Scavoli Show on Instagram, and he asks, hey, do you have any tips for doing your first podcast? And the answer is, yeah, I've got a ton of tips. I've got a playlist right here that you can check out for more comprehensive tips. But I'll lay down a few for you here. The first thing you want to focus on is consistency. You want to have consistency of topic. What is your topic actually about? You don't want to be jumping around from sports to movies to blogging. You want to stay focused on one particular topic. So my first show is all about fatherhood. Now, I interview all types of fathers. I interview celebrities, I interview NFL players, athletes, doctors, but it's all around the context of fatherhood. So you want to pick one topic and really hone in on that, whether it's entrepreneurship, marketing, cooking, whatever your topic is, get focused and get consistent. The second part of consistency is showing up consistently. You really want to pick a timeline that works for you. So for example, if your timeline is, I'm going to show up on a weekly basis, every day, every week on the same day, you're showing up, you're producing your content. So really focus on being consistent with your podcast. If you're pre-launching your podcast, I would also recommend building up a bank of episodes. You don't want to launch just one. On your first week, your launch week, you want to launch several episodes all in the same week. This will help you to get more downloads per subscription and help you to reach more people via the iTunes new and noteworthy platform. When you start a podcast, don't start your podcast with the goal of, I'm going to make a lot of money. I don't think that's the right way to look at podcasting. Podcasting is a really, really strong way of building your personal brand and building influence. Your goal should not be, I want to make this much money. Your goal should be, I'm going to consistently produce content for the first year. And then I'm going to look back and see where I'm at that point. But make a goal as far as consistency and longevity, not this many subscribers, this many listeners. I think that's a better way to look at your first show. You also want to be consistently improving. Don't stay stagnant. Especially in the beginning, you want to be listening back to all of your episodes and ask yourself, am I bored? Is this something that I would listen to? And if the answer to that question is yes, I'm bored, and no, I wouldn't listen to it, you need to go back and think, how can I make this more interesting? Maybe I need to make it more funny. Maybe I need to make it more informative. Maybe I need to clean up the way that I speak. But these are all things that you really want to look for in starting your first podcast. My last question comes from Michael Campanelli, who is looking at going virtual with a card playing game. He wants to play cards with people virtually over the internet. So this can be very simply done using a lot of different programs like Google Hangouts, Zoom, Skype. The first thing you're going to need is a webcam so that you can stream it live to the other people in the Hangout. Now, when you're playing a card game specifically, you're going top down. So you're going to want to have a boom arm that can hang over your playing surface and then connect your webcam to head straight down looking at it. If you're not looking to do this professionally, it's just for fun, I really don't think you need to focus too much on lighting, although glare could be a problem. I would say you want to avoid direct light going straight down at it, maybe coming from the side is going to be more beneficial. But you're going to want to just look at different playing surfaces in the house. And again, I think a little oval light or a little circular light, I'll have some links down below, along with a webcam and a boom arm, is all you really need. They plug all directly into your laptop, and I'll again give you some links that are hooked up straight to your laptop, very mobile, so you can take them down and put them back up quickly and easily. If you have a question you'd like to be shot out on the show, head over to Instagram, send me a DM, make sure that you follow, and I would love to answer your question. Until next time, have a great one.